Welcome back. Looks like we're going to end this choppy session pretty flat. Right now as we speak, it's just down 25 points in the Nifty. Significant recovery from the day's low, and the sentiment has turned for the US markets as well. The Dow is now back in the green. The Dow futures recovering close to about 200 points from the day's low. So watch for what happens on the global front as well. But it's time now for our segment D Street Chatter. Nimesh gets us, as always, an insight into what dealing rooms is saying, as well as a few tidbits about stocks that are up and about. Nimesh.
Hi, Rima. So, again, it's a range-bound day of trade, not much in terms of, big moves. Again, the Nifty is facing a big resistance around 17,400 on the upside. So that's the level to watch from a technical point of view. But for a change today, the feedback is that the FIs are better sellers. So it looks like the institutional data will be on the negative side, both from the, especially from the larger FIs, is the overall feedback. The financial index has recovered from the day's low, and today, for a change, the small private banks are well bid is the overall feedback from the large institutions. So looks like some bit of buying traction is back in the private bank stocks in today's trade. I guess the focus will clearly shift from the macros to the micros now, with the earnings season kicking off next week. So that will be a big trigger for individual stocks. But the way the mid-cap index is holding up, looks like the momentum is still with the bulls. And if 17,400 is taken out, you will see further short covering rally for the Indian markets.
All right, Nimesh, in terms of specific stocks, what are you picking up?
Hi, Prashant. So in terms of individual names, the first stock is HBL Power System. At a 52-week high and big volumes on that stock. So it looks like it's a volume breakout in today's trade, and there is a general feedback that the HNI seems to be quite active in this particular stock, and hence a big move in that stock today. So that's the first one. The second stock is HCL Technologies. Within the technology names, this is one stock. The overall feedback is there is very strong buying interest in this particular stock by the larger FIs today. So that stands out purely in terms of buying interest by the larger FIs. That's HCL Tech. The third stock is Jubilant Foodworks. Again, it's been in a range for the last many weeks now. Every time around these levels of 650 or 640 odd levels, you see selling pressure in this stock. And today the stock is under pressure on the back of large selling pressure. So the volumes are going to be higher side in today's trade in Jubilant Foodworks. And the last stock is Kalyan Jewellers. They reported the quarterly update, which was quite strong, and a bit of a rub-off effect as well from the Titan up move. But again, for Kalyan Jewellers, the overall feedback is some large HNI investors are quite active in this particular stock and looking to buy at every level. So there is a bit of momentum now, largely on back of HNI flows getting into Kalyan Jewellers.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Nimesh, for that. So that's interesting list. HBL Power I was highlighting earlier.